Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We are all welcome. Okay, she's the person that God has given to me. So we're going straight to reflection 2. I have also been asked to just moderate this session. I will not be teaching. And the title is, It Restores My Soul. It does what?
It restores my soul.
Who will make this kind of statement? I'm asking a question now. Can I have the size, the first slide? Or who is there? I need someone to follow me and just put the slide that I request for. Can we just read that first? Psalm 23, maybe the first 3 verses. The Lord
I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul.
Let's stop there. It restores
My soul.
We will come back to this slide when we are rounding up. Can I have slide number 2? I've asked the question, no one has answered me. Who will make that statement for a start?
Somebody that's the soul is not in a state where it should be. That needs adjustment or repair, as it were.
Okay, like adjustment to a car or to something like
Yes, that is not functioning properly.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Somebody with a troubled heart, worrying all the time.
Someone who is worried,
Yes,
whose heart is troubled.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Someone who feels really afflicted by some sort of major concern.
We are really doing very well. The word restore, what does it connote there? It connotes something.
To replace.
Which means there is something that was, which you now, So can I have slide number 2? I hope it's showing well. If we can see what is there, what does it, what can we make of it? A beautiful garden. Yes, what else can we see? Still water. Calmness. Okay. Yes, any other thing that we can see?
Pastures green.
Pastures green. Can we not see look at these people. Lion is in front of them and they are sitting, they are resting. They are not scared. They are not bothered. All the food, all the fruit that they want to eat. They are surrounded by practically everything that was the original state of God, the plan of God for man. A state of tranquility, a state of perfect peace, no disturbance, no early morning, midday, late night, running from pillar to post, no stress. That was a state of tranquility. And where did man enjoy this state? And for how long? For how long? Very short period. Very, very short period. Something like this. Who does not desire to live like this? Can I have the second slide? So what can we make of this one?
Toilet.
Let's be raising up, and if everybody is talking, I will not know what's there. Yes, ma'am. Hardship. Okay, yes.
Brokenness.
Brokenness. Somebody is utterly broken. The heart is broken. Maybe the body is even broken. Yes? Yes, sir. Tiredness. You can see that guy is weary. He's worn out. He's tired. And this one, so much heavy load. He's weighed down. He cannot even lift himself. And when you cannot lift yourself, can you even make any progress? Yes? What else?
Affliction.
State of affliction. State of affliction. What else can we see?
Hopelessness.
Depression.
Depression. Okay. Yes. Depression. That guy that is like this. That was a state of despair. It's just, what do I? Everyone that we are seeing here, the soul is troubled. That soul is. So, how did we get here? That's the question.
Sin.
What? Huh?
I said sin.
Aha, sin. Sin is why though? When somebody says sin, I just say everything comes under sin. So why would somebody leave the first slide that we saw and say this is what I desire? Why would somebody prefer these states to the states that God designed for man? Because without these states, we will not have lost the rest and peace that we had in the first instance. And we will not now be seeking what? A restoration from this terrible state back to the state that we should be. So in life, just as in this state, we go through situations, go through circumstances, challenges that are beyond sometimes our comprehension, that we find difficult to handle. And we do practically everything that we know. And we come to our wit's end. And then, what do we need to do? Because in these states, can that man free himself from that load? Is he not going to pay the NEPA, the electricity bill? Is he not going to pay his mortgage? Is he not going to pay all the bills? And the one who is being jilted or who has lost a relationship, can he mend that soul back by himself or herself? And this man who is completely worn out is bent double there. You don't know how many more miles he still needs to run. Maybe he has not even started. And he's already completely worn out. He can't help himself. And the one on top, can you see the state that that's the case of the prodigal son? One who left wealth, who left comfort, and now start wallowing with peace. The heart is troubled. The soul is troubled. All these souls here, they're seeking to be restored. Can we have slides? There are just about 4 or 5 slides. Then we'll look through them and then we'll begin to. Can we have the next one? So from the first 2 slides that we saw the first state, the state that God wants for man. Then we saw the state that man put himself. You know it's not God that put man there. Man put himself there. And in spite of man putting himself there, God did not leave him. God is not desiring that he should languish there. So what does he need to do? Just look at the... I'll begin to call those I know. Because like I said, I didn't come here to teach. They said it's reflection time, so let's reflect. Say, come, let us reason together. Yeah, so let's reason together. What is happening there? Is it written there? What does a troubled soul need to do. You can't help yourself. Your friends cannot help you. Your family cannot help you. You are already at your wit's end, and the situation is not abating. What then do you need to do? Sister Lola pointed like this.
I said go to Christ. Because his hands are out there.
Okay, that's that.
Cry out to Jesus Christ. Cry out to your God.
You should cry out. Okay. Cry.
God is saying, come, I'm here, I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
I won't let you, I'm just here.
Okay.
Just come, I'm here. So take it from me.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
God is saying, I've sent Jesus Christ to come to the world so that you can be saved. And anyone who believes in the name of Jesus Christ will surely have eternal life and be saved.
Let's open to Isaiah 55 verse 7. And anyone who is there can just read it. Isaiah 55 verse 7.
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly find.
So all the thing we need to do from what we have said is to do what? To return to the one who gave the state of tranquility in the first instance. And you know, like I said, he has not abandoned us. In Matthew 11:23 it says, come unto me, come. All ye who labor and I will give you rest. He didn't just ask you to go. He said, come. He already knows that the state in which you put yourself is a state that you can never have comfort. It's a state where your soul can never be at peace. So now that you have chosen to go and enjoy this side of life, my people say, when a woman has not tried to... So now that you are going to try this second husband's house, and when you are completely satisfied that that is not where, he says, still call. I will take you back. He said, my burden is light, my yoke is easy. He's not saying that they are not going to be, because he didn't say just come, everything is pleasurable. He's only saying that when you compare my own burden and my yoke with the one that you are going through, you will know that Kakino Village, I mean, there's a difference. After all, if we say, don't smoke, for instance, you know that's a yoke, it's burden. If you eat that one, that's all that he has asked you. But the one that when you do it, the one that one will give you, like cancer, which one is worse? Not smoking and having cancer, which yoke is easier? Not smoking. All he is asking you is don't smoke. That one is easier for you to carry. But the other one is saying, smoke, Jared, what is there? And then you have cancer. So his own burden, it's not that there's not going to be a burden, but it's much lighter. And you will have peace. You will have peace. After all, the money that you even carry to go and buy the cigarette, you will apply it for something much better for your life. And beyond us, so we need to heed that call. It says, come unto me. How do we heed it? How do we heed the call?
By going to
We have to go back to him. We have to acknowledge first that we are troubled. Well, you know, somebody can be suffering and be troubled, and yet the person will say, I'm okay. He doesn't even know that he's going through challenges yet. He say, I'm fine. So you have to first of all get to the point that I think I'm in serious crisis. Let me go back to the source where there's, after all, the Bible says it's the Prince of Peace. He's the only one who can give peace like a river. He says, my peace I give unto you, not as the world gives. And in Psalm 55:22, Psalm 55, cast all your burden upon the Lord. Please, when I need to know when I have like 10 minutes left. 10 minutes, okay. It says, cast your burden upon the Lord. He will sustain you. One song said, if he is able to carry the weight of the whole world, what is your own? He will not even know that he's doing anything. Take over your own body. In 1 Peter 5:7 it says, casting all your care upon him. For he does what? He cares for you. He doesn't want you in that other state. He's desiring that, just behave like the prodigal son. But the Bible calls that the prodigal son came to himself. Because the point I realized, there's a point you come to yourself. I say, how come, even in my father's house, servants are not living like this? Why did I put he put himself in that situation. Why did I put myself in this? But one thing, the difference between him and most of us is that we don't know the kind of father that we are. He knew that in spite of what he had done, he didn't say, I have to go and meet people that we have to talk to this, my dad, before I can go back. He said, I will arise. I'll go back to my father. I'll tell him that, yes, I missed it, but... So that's it. We need to heed that call. We need to come to ourselves if we want our troubled souls to be restored. And then arise. You need to take a step. You must do something. You cannot just fold your hands. The time that God doesn't force anything on it, even in Revelation, He says, I stand at the door. I knock. You only know. God can force. You think if God wants everybody in this world to follow Him, He cannot do it. He doesn't say, everybody now, your heart is turned to me. And that will be it. He said, He will not do that anymore. So He's waiting for every troubled soul to come back to Him and yield their trouble unto Him, because He is more than able to address all those troubles. And when we go back, He will not be saying, you did that the other day. If you do it again, you will see what I will do to you. Your own, what you did is too bad. I can let the other people come, but it's not this your own case. No. Everyone that comes back is ready to take and restore. I pray that grace for us to go back to God and make amends of that where we had missed it, the Lord will release unto us in Jesus' name. To give Him the pieces of your broken heart. He's the only one who can mend souls. He's the only one who can put the pieces back together, because the Bible says He's the potter. We are just the clay. It says the potter can do whatsoever he wants with the clay. So when you release that broken heart unto Him, the Bible says how God anointed Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who went about doing good, healing them that are oppressed of the devil, because God was with Him. We also know that Jesus is the one who can mend broken hearts. So why don't you just release the pieces, those shattered dreams, and everything that are troubling your soul? Just release them unto Him. He's able to restore You know, they say they are restoring a property, put it back to the state. And the thing about the scriptures is that when God restores, He doesn't just put back in the state that it was before. He restores in a better way. The Bible talked about Job. It said the latter end of Job was much better than the first period that we thought he went through pain. Because almost everything that he got back were just in doubles. So when we come back to God with our shattered hearts and broken hearts, He's more than able to restore us and give us peace. Can we have the next slide? I think that should be the last one. You see? When we now go back to Him, He's able to restore us back to this state. A state of tranquility. A state of peace. We then become a fresh clay in His hand. And He molds us back into that which He wants us to be. And that is what we should aspire to have. Because it says, He restores my soul. If we go back to that slide 1, please. There are 4 key things that we can pick from slide 1. From this, the first 3 verses. It says, the Lord is my shepherd. That is an acknowledgement of a relationship with God. You need to acknowledge Him as your shepherd. The shepherd of your soul. Because that is where relationship starts from. Jesus told the woman at the well, He said, healing. You cannot cast the meat of children unto dogs. Rest comes from God, and He will only release it to His own children. And in Romans 8, verse 9, if any man has not the Spirit of God, he is none of His. So we need to first of all establish a relationship, acknowledge Him as the shepherd of our soul, the one who is more than able to take charge of our soul. Secondly, it says, I shall not want. What does that connote to us? Was that one guessing? Did he have any doubt? It says, I shall not. In fact, in law, they told us that the word shall is stronger than the word will. It says, I shall not want. You must trust Him completely that everything that He has said is more than able to fulfill them. That is all sufficient. Isaiah 26 verse 3. Isaiah 26 verse 3 says, that God will keep him in perfect peace, whose heart is stayed on Him. Then the third thing from that, it says, He makes me lie down in green pasture. Those are all part of the trust. It says, He leads me beside still water. You follow His leading as the shepherd of your soul. You don't need to think about it. Knowing that the one who is leading you can never lead you astray. And finally, when you have done the first 3, what the verse 3 says, He will do what? He just restore your soul. Take over all the trouble, take away all the trouble, and the soul will be restored. And I pray that if there's any soul that is troubled here today, there's any shattered dream, there's any broken heart, the good Lord will take over every such soul. He will heal every such body. And He will restore every such soul. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.